1 year ago, we stood on this very stage and introduced the world to the Exowatt P3. We talked about powering the world 3.0. We talked about the future. Today, the future is here.
A machine has been built in Miami, Florida, that makes a complete mockery of every single solar panel ever installed on a rooftop. This is not a solar panel. This is not a battery bank. This is not some distant laboratory experiment that might work in 20 years. This is real. It is shipping now. And it is backed by the same billionaires who built artificial intelligence, the same venture capitalists who reshaped the internet, and one of the most famous environmentalists on the planet. Welcome to Exowatt. Welcome to the end of the energy crisis as we know it. Let me be brutally clear about what is happening right now. The world is starving for power. Artificial intelligence is consuming electricity at a rate that no grid was designed to handle. Data centers across the United States are guzzling so much energy that some regions are facing the very real possibility of rolling blackouts just to keep the servers running. Elon Musk's own supercomputer facilities are resorting to massive gas-fired generators because the power grid cannot keep up. Natural gas, coal, and every dirty fossil fuel you can name are being burned at record rates, not because we want to, but because we have had no other choice. The so-called renewable revolution? It hit a wall. Traditional solar panels only work when the sun is shining. The moment the clouds roll in or the sun goes down, they become expensive roof decorations. And those lithium-ion battery systems meant to store solar power? They degrade. They cost a fortune. They rely on rare earth minerals mined in ways that destroy landscapes and fuel conflicts. They are chemical time bombs with limited lifespans, and they still cannot deliver true baseload power. We have been told to accept intermittent energy as the price of going green. We have been told to tolerate monthly bills that never stop climbing. We have been told that true energy independence is a fantasy. We were lied to. Enter Exowatt, a United States-based clean energy startup that is not playing by the rules of normal solar. Founded in 2023 by Hanan Happy, an engineer with experience at Siemens, General Electric, and Tesla, and incubated by the legendary venture studio Atomic, Exowatt emerged from stealth mode in 2024 and immediately detonated across the energy world. With backers including Andreessen Horowitz, Sam Altman of OpenAI, HSBC's venture arm, and actor Leonardo DiCaprio, the company has raised $90 million in venture capital. But money is just noise. The real earthquake is the technology, and the numbers behind it are so staggering they barely sound real. Exowatt already has a customer backlog of 10 million units, representing 90 gigawatt hours of capacity. That is not a typo. 10 million orders. And here is the part that should send chills down the spine of every utility company on Earth. Exowatt is not selling you a dream. It is selling you a shipping container that generates electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with no fuel, no emissions, and a path to energy costs so low they make fossil fuels look like a scam. So how does this actually work? How does Exowatt achieve what every energy expert said was impossible? Continuous, dispatchable, clean power from the sun. The answer is so elegant, so brutally simple, that it will make you furious we have not been doing this for decades. The flagship product is called the Exowatt P3, and it is a 3-in-1 modular system that fits entirely inside a standard 40-foot shipping container. That is roughly 40 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 8 feet tall. But do not let the humble exterior fool you. Inside this container is a technological war machine against energy scarcity. and it operates in 3 devastatingly effective stages: capture, store, and dispatch. Stage 1 is capture, and this is where Exowatt immediately divorces itself from everything you know about solar. Normal solar panels use photovoltaic cells to convert sunlight directly into electricity. That sounds clever until you realize that electricity is incredibly expensive to store. Exowatt does something radically different. It captures sunlight using custom-developed arrays of massive Fresnel lenses, technology originally invented in 1823 by French physicist Augustin-Jean Fresnel to magnify lighthouse beams across vast ocean distances. These are not your childhood magnifying glasses. These are precision optical systems that track the sun across the sky and focus its rays into a pinpoint of concentrated thermal energy so intense it can reach temperatures between 500 and 800 degrees Celsius. Instead of turning sunlight into electrons immediately, Exowatt turns it into heat. And here is the first genius move. Heat is vastly cheaper to store than electricity, by orders of magnitude. While the rest of the world has been desperately trying to store electrons in chemical batteries, Exowatt simply stores thermal energy in what the industry has nicknamed a box of rocks. Stage 2 is storage, and this is where the Exowatt P3 becomes a weapon against everything wrong with modern energy. Inside that shipping container are enormous thermal battery cells made from a proprietary silicon composite material, essentially a specialized form of fumed silica or ceramic composite. These cells stay completely solid throughout their entire service life. There are no phase changes like molten salt. There are no chemical reactions like lithium ion. There are no mechanical moving parts inside the battery itself. The cells simply get hot, and they stay hot. The concentrated beam of sunlight from the Fresnel lenses impinges directly onto these cells, charging them with thermal energy throughout the day. And because the system is designed with such extreme thermal efficiency, each battery can retain that heat for up to 5 days with minimal losses. 5 days. Think about what that means. A cloudy week does not shut you down. A storm does not leave you powerless. While traditional solar users are praying for clear skies, an Exowatt system is sitting on a thermal reservoir so robust it could theoretically dispatch power through days of darkness. The battery does not degrade like a chemical cell. It does not lose capacity after a few thousand charge cycles. It does not require lithium mined from fragile ecosystems or cobalt extracted through human suffering. It is just solid, stable, sensible heat storage, and it is designed to last over 30 years with minimal maintenance. Stage 3 is dispatch. The moment when stored sunlight becomes the electricity that powers your life. When energy is needed, whether at high noon or deep into the night, the system extracts heat from the thermal battery and feeds it into a Stirling engine. Now, if you have never heard of a Stirling engine, prepare to have your mind blown. Patented in 1816 by Robert Stirling as a safer alternative to the steam engines that were literally exploding and killing people, this is a closed-cycle regenerative heat engine that uses a permanently gaseous working fluid like helium or nitrogen. The gas moves between a hot heat exchanger and a cold heat exchanger, and the expansion and contraction of that gas drives pistons that generate mechanical work, which is then converted into clean AC or DC electricity. Because it is an external combustion engine, it can run on any heat source, making it the perfect partner for this thermal solar system. A fan blows air over the hot battery cells, carrying that thermal energy to the Stirling engine and generator, and out comes electricity on demand. The system can dispatch power for up to 24 hours per day, delivering what is essentially baseload power from nothing but sunlight. No fuel, no emissions, no combustion. Just pure, dispatchable energy whenever you want it. Now let us talk about the numbers, because this is where Exowatt transitions from impressive to absolutely terrifying for the old energy guard. Right now, in its current early production phase, the Exowatt P3 generates electricity at a cost of just under 4 cents per kilowatt hour. To put that in perspective, on-site natural gas generation, which is what many desperate data centers are turning to while they wait years for grid interconnection, starts at 4 to 5 cents per kilowatt hour and can escalate to 8 cents or more depending on the site and fuel prices. Traditional grid power varies by region, but is climbing steadily everywhere. But here is the bombshell. Exowatt expects to drive its cost down to 1 to 2 cents per kilowatt hour as production scales to around 1 million units per year. 1 cent per kilowatt hour. That is not competitive with fossil fuels. That is not competitive with traditional solar plus lithium batteries. That is cheaper than almost anything else on Earth. That is so cheap it rewrites the entire economics of industry, manufacturing, computing, and domestic life. CEO Hanan Happy has stated openly that 1 cent per kilowatt hour was the figure he kept in mind from day one. The number that would make renewable energy not just an environmental choice, but an economic inevitability that no rational business could ignore. For a typical large-scale data center project, deploying Exowatt systems has the potential to reduce energy expenses by up to $35 million, while cutting carbon dioxide emissions by 438,000 tons. Each module is designed to fit that 40-foot shipping container footprint, making it what the company calls an install-and-forget system with minimal maintenance requirements. The modular architecture means you are not buying a power plant. You are buying building blocks. You start with what you need, and you linearly scale by adding more containers as your demand grows. Need more power? Add another P3. Need a gigawatt? Deploy thousands of them.